Thank you, Judge. And then if in those cases where you mentioned someone's out of state and it's much more difficult to find someone, what happens when you can't find them? What's that process?
Mr. Chairman and Representative Provenza, it sits out there, and it's not enforceable until they're actually served. So there's not, the question about gun rights or any other provision that might be in an ex parte is not enforceable till somebody actually has notice of it. We have problems with some states requiring a service fee before they'll even serve it. We're trying to attempt to look into the federal laws on that to see if that's appropriate, but some states will accept it and go serve them immediately. We've got great luck with Colorado, not so much with Texas. And so once they are served, and with the advent, the technology these days, people can get on video access with us in court. They don't have to be up here in 3 days like it used to be a few years ago. It's like they've been served, now what? Can they call in? Is it really them? Am I swearing you in? Can't see your hand if you're swearing in. But so the technology has helped a lot in that area. But it's always an issue.
So, Judge, if the ex parte order is not enforceable until service, what's the purpose of the ex parte order? Is it just anticipatory that when service occurs, then it becomes applicable?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, once it's served, then it is enforceable as a violation of statute, criminal law, because you are put on notice, so that at that point, you would have an enforceable order.
Yes, sir.
So this is an appeal process for the Judiciary Committee on joint meetings for June 17, 2024, our early bird meeting, AM, Wyoming Legislature. What I find interesting about this is that with as much natural resources that this state has and that other states have, especially like Michigan, they don't have a problem with getting correct numbers on budgets as far as meeting the status quo or meeting a number as far as like getting resources for land bank management, natural forest preservation, mineral resources. This has been long awaited as far as like getting a mineral based money, as far as like getting a gold standard back in cahoots. We've been waiting on this, and this is something that's been very agitated among those who have been at these meetings. These meetings are very important. The public doesn't show up for them, but what they do in these meetings is going to affect the next person. See, they just mentioned ex parte. What they do at these meetings is going to affect the person that is living there in these territories and in these states. Because if something happens as far as the budget goes and you can't meet a certain tax statement, then you're going to be looking around like, why didn't I vote? Why didn't I attend these meetings? You're going to be calling around when the solution is already there. You just wasn't privy to them. So get ahead on these meetings for legislature in your state. They're public access. You can watch them online. And I was just mentioning this right here. This is International Day for Dialogue Among Civilizations. This was just adopted on the 7th of June this month. So we have to be caught up to date with what's going on as far as resolutions and how they're going to affect us going forward. You don't want to be caught with in a situation where you're not informing your lawmakers on what it is you need done and what it is you want to see happen as far as these global forums go. So get in touch with them. Get this information out. Disperse it as much as you can. Invite people to talk about it. Hold forums on it. Because what's going to happen is that If we get pushed back by dates and we're still talking about this stuff years from now, we're not going to have advanced. But obviously, with the quantum and physics and science technology being inundated, we're not going to have much way to wait for it. That's something that Tosh Tariq Bey was just talking about. He said they're going to see change even if it hurts, even if they're not ready for it. They're going to have to see change because we can't keep sacrificing the next generation. That's something that he said. And I agree with him wholeheartedly because we can't be in a situation where we have this information and we're just sitting on it and we're not doing anything about it. This information is very important and we have to make sure that it is taught in classes in preschool, it is taught in classes in kindergarten, it is taught in classes in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. We have to make sure that this gets in the hands of everybody, all of this information, and especially these committees right here, because we can have hypotheses type of discussions about this type of stuff. All right, so I'll just leave it at that, and I wish you all have a great morning and a great day. Great peace.